All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Mortalis Brewing Company, and they are out of Avon, New York, and this is their Phoenix, the strawberry daiquiri variant. So they're calling this one a sour ale brewed with a strawberry and lime. It comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just over 2.5 months old, so we have another Mortalis fruited sour, and they typically do a great job with these heavily fruited smoothie slash slushy sours. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to a viewer of the channel, Jesse. He resides out in California in the Bay Area. And the reason I'm reviewing this is because I saw him check this into Untappd, I think it was in April, and he was very disappointed he was only able to grab one of them. Mortalis is getting, distribution throughout the US and even over into Europe. And I believe he picked up a single can of this and he loved it and was hoping he could grab more. And I told him, I said, if I see that, I'm going to review it because it sounds delicious. And sure enough, I saw a single can of it and I grabbed it. So shout out to Jesse for the inspiration for this review. So they're basically going for strawberry daiquiri in sour beer form, strawberry and lime. Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully it's delicious. Now this has been kept upside down in my fridge, so I'm hoping that everything is good, with these heavily fruited sours. You got the puree and everything, and I like to keep them upside down now. This one doesn't seem as thick and viscous as a lot of them, but it smells legit like a strawberry daiquiri right now. You know what? I'm not gonna. Wow. Okay. So, there's chunks in it. I said it didn't look that crazy thick, but there's chunks. It looks like real strawberry puree, in there for sure. It has this really nice, it's like a pinkish, almost like a magenta color. It's a fuchsia, something like that. It just has this really nice, bright, vibrant color, about a 2.5, just over 2 finger. I'm gonna call that like a, that honestly looks like a pinkish orange type of head. Tons of the pectin from the fruit puree, very frothy looking. But yeah, if you're looking for a heavily fruited sour with strawberry and lime, I would say that plays the role. So let's get a nose on it, because I'm telling you right now, it smelled wild. It smells like strawberry daiquiri. If you've ever had a strawberry daiquiri, this is what it smells like to a T. Big blast of fresh strawberries. There's that nice, zesty, acidic, tart kind of lime hitting me. And I'm honestly picking up a little bit of alcohol in here. It definitely smells like a actual strawberry daiquiri, a cocktail, as opposed to just those flavors. And you can't smell or taste the alcohol. Now, I don't know about the taste point, but I'll tell you what, it smells like it's a little boozy. It's only 6% too. It honestly reminds me of, I forget where I was, maybe a couple years ago. I had, the frozen popsicles that are alcoholic. I was at a party and they had strawberry daiquiri and margarita ones. And I had one of them, and that's what this smells like, what that tasted like. It just kind of like a freeze pop, Yeah, it smells kind of how I expect it to. There's not a lot. I mean, strawberry and lime, and it's a sour base, and that's where we are right now. And yeah, they've hit the nail on the head as far as the aroma goes. It smells delightful. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. So I was going to say something, and what I've tried to do when something hits me in the first initial reaction, I'll just blurt something out. I'll be like, oh, that's not as bitter as I thought. Usually it takes a couple sips to have my palate get acclimated to it. So let me go one more, and then we'll start getting into it and dissecting it. Dissecting it. First things first, what I said about not looking all that thick, this is a thick boy. This is like medium full. It's almost approaching full body, not quite there. I've had thicker smoothie sours, but this is approaching the high end of them. The body, it has a pretty decent blast of carbonation, but after that initial punch of carbonation on the tongue and it dances, it really smooths out on the back. I think the body helps that along. So the mouthfeel and body, really nice. And I think kind of what they were going for. The taste, though, it's not complex. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm getting 37 different flavors, because I'm not. Big blast of sweet strawberry hits the tip of the tongue, carries on. And it's sweet strawberry. It's like you had a nice overripe and super sweet, juicy strawberry. But halfway through the palate, that strawberry starts mixing in with the lime, and there's this really nice firm tart into low sour lime kick. It's moderately acidic too on the back of the palate, and it intertwines with the strawberry. So on the finish, you do get a strawberry daiquiri with a nice acidic kind of lime punch. No bitterness here really to speak of, but this is sweet, but not too sweet. I can see some people saying that's really sweet, but for me personally, there's enough acidity and there's enough sourness or high tartness to break up that sweetness. If this didn't have that nice lime-like acidity, I think this would be definitely too sweet because it's basically just strawberry puree at that point. For what they're going for, I think they've nailed it to almost a T. This is like a 4.75, 4.8. Really close to nailing the strawberry daiquiri in beer form. This is probably as close as you could get because it's there pretty much. I wish... maybe they have nailed it. Maybe there's a 5 out of 5. I don't really have too many complaints here. I don't get the booze on the taste. Maybe I want a little bit booziness or just a slight like reminder that this is some kind of alcoholic beverage because there's no warming in my chest. There's nothing on the palate. 6%. I'm not expecting a huge booziness or anything. But I think in any kind of like beer mimicking a cocktail, I want a little bit of booziness to make me, remind me of that cocktail itself. So a lot of the time strawberry daiquiris though, unless they're, made quite strong, you're forgetting sometimes you're drinking an alcoholic beverage of some sort. This is like a sans alcoholic naked kind of strawberry daiquiri. So I don't know, it's really good. Personal preference on Phoenix, and this is the labels from Mortalis are always awesome. So I'm going to say, as far as rating goes on this, I'm going to go 4.4 out of 5. Low 4.5, 4.4 out of 5. I think it's really well put together. For something quite simplistic with just 2 fruits, I think they have done a great job with it. So price and availability, I picked up a single can. I think it was like $7 for the can. A little bit more expensive when you buy singles, but 4 packs of the brewery, $25. A 4-pack, as I always say, I understand people don't want to pay that. I totally get it. For beers like this where you're using as much fruit puree as they do, usually justifies a higher price, but I know a lot of people won't pay, $6 or $6.25 for a can of something that is 6%, no matter how good it is. So I totally get it, but kind of the going rate and availability, like I said earlier, Mortalis is all over the place now. I've seen people, again, like the aforementioned Jesse out west get it. I've seen people in the south get it, over in Europe. You can get Mortalis if you really want to, and it's cool to see them getting distro, and I never would have thought that when they opened their doors, whatever it was, like 3 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. I think it was like 3 years ago, maybe 4. They're such a small little place that the fact that they're getting any kind of distro is pretty cool in general. So if you've had this beer before, let me know what you think about it. Did you think they hit the strawberry daiquiri, what they were going for? Do you think they achieved it? Because I think they have to almost perfection, honestly. Did you enjoy it? Because I do. Maybe I don't want the body maybe being a little bit thinner would be nice, like lower side of full or higher side of medium. I think maybe a little bit, because I think it's a little bit too thick for what I'm looking for, but that's just personal preference, of course. So anyway, thanks to Jesse again for the inspiration for picking this one up. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.